Good morning. Good to see you, Dr. Barone.
Lizzie, nice to meet
Good
you.
to see you.
One of the things I've really come to appreciate about Dr. Barone is how he is so committed to finding the right students and then supporting them in their training.
Eugene runs our admissions office now, and I have to say, he takes a really hard look at every student that we admit. And the question is not whether or not they're smart enough to go to medical school. The question for Gene always is whether or not they're the right fit to really thrive at the Creighton School of Medicine.
He really sets everything into motion. His role as Assistant Dean for Admissions allows him to bring in the brightest and the best and those who will be outstanding students and future physicians. And so he really has an impact across several levels.
He was a great mentor to people, and one of the things that happened as a result of that is that many times we would be able to recruit that student to Creighton as a result of the student's interaction, the applicant's interaction with Dr. Barone in his office.
He has an affinity to help the patient who's struggling the most, whether that's physical, financial, or psychological. He will go to any length, resources, to help those patients. All of a sudden the phone rings and it's Dr. Barone, and he says to me, "Hey, Quinn Lee, I've got this patient who has no money, no insurance, and he has none of his meds." He said, "I'm going to send him over to your pharmacy, and I want you to fill all his meds and send me the bill." He will help any patient that he can. Dr. Barone is not only a great physician, but he's also a great asset to the Creighton community and to Omaha.
Dr. Barone is very dedicated to the practice of medicine. He is very loyal to Creighton University, and he appreciates how we train our residents and students in cura personalis, and as a family physician, embracing the spiritual and physical and mental well-being of our patients.
Gene Barone is a doctor's doctor. He's old school. His patients are part of his practice 7 days a week, 24 hours a day.
When my parents were alive, they chose him as their physician, and I'll tell you, he just provided outstanding care to them and for them. As a result of that, I've just been very impressed with him as a professional and as well as a person.
One of the things that demonstrates Dr. Barone's professional loyalty is his longevity at Creighton. He's given back to Creighton over the years in many, many different ways, all the way from serving undergrad students to being in charge of the residency program and the chair of family practice. You know, his CV shows great loyalty to the profession.
I think what makes Dr. Barone an incredible physician is not only his knowledge base. I mean, he's a very bright man who knows his medicine, knows his family medicine, but I think it's the compassion that he has for his patients. I've witnessed it firsthand in caring for my parents all the way through their deaths, that he's an incredibly talented but compassionate and humanistic physician, and boy, I just trust him completely.
He's really so selfless in thinking about the needs of others. He has exceptional empathy. He's able to see things from other people's viewpoints, and I think that's really one of the things that working with Dr. Barone so regularly I get the chance to see.
Dr. Barone teaches medical students about the humanistic side of medicine, and I believe that's going to be his legacy.
See you around.